everyone, this is my week 8 of Roxyfur's Card-Spiration challenge, and again I'm using that January Cards magazine 2012. It's right next to the last card I did, and it really got my attention. The title of it is Love Always. It's on page 30 by Lynn Brandeberry, and her website here says it's Hearts, Hugs, and Flowers .blogspot.com, and hers is a 4 by 4 1/4 card, but I always make my cards 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 just because I like that size card, and the envelopes fit and everything else. Anyway, so I wanted to do this background, and it looks to me like she's embossed that, and I bet if yeah, she did emboss this. So and that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't have this stamp, and I almost caved and bought it the other day, a stamp like it at the scrapbook store, but I thought, no, I have stamps. I have plenty of stamps. So I used this stamp from Stampin' Up because I don't use it enough, and I really like it. It's really pretty. And I tried some different things. I tried using that stamp. I also tried using this embossing folder. And when I tried that, you know, first I tried inking the embossing folder, and then it came out backwards. So then I thought, well, maybe if I just rub the top, but I didn't like the way it showed up in those places with ink. But it still is pretty, and I'll probably use it for another card. I mean, that is kind of similar. It's not real white. But I stuck with using this one and some Versamark ink and some white embossing powder, and then this is what I got. So I kind of like that. I think that turned out pretty good. So then what I did, this is 3 3/4 by 5, and then this is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So those are the 3 layers. But before I put it all together, I want to put these 2 together and tie the ribbon around it. And the ribbon that I am going to use is just white seam binding that I dyed with some Memento re-inker, and I think it's called Angel Wing is the color, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty. You can see I got embossing powder on the back there. I really have to have some embossing powder lessons, I think, because I am so messy with it. So I'm just lining it up here so there's just a little bit of black all the way around the edge, because I noticed that's the way hers was, and I'm pretty sure she did that by layering it. Then I'm going to take this this seam binding that I dyed, and I always dye a lot of extra, and I'm just going to tie that around here. And I did it 2 ways. I thought I want to try it with alcohol. So the alcohol doesn't let it get, it comes out like it's not crinkly. So then after I dried it with the alcohol on it, then I dried it with then I wet it with water and crinkled it up again, and it came out more crinkly, and I liked it better. I did that wrong. I like to make my bows like this, where you start over on this side and then you bring this over the front, and it's kind of hard to do with a tripod between your arms, but that's okay. I'll get it. I have a bunch of those bow makers made to take to the Madison Mingle to sell, but I really don't need a bow maker myself. I kind of like fussing with bows and making them, and some people just don't like to do that. So alright, so then that's going to go on there like that. I need to find a sharp pair of scissors. I'm going to use my new Tim Holtz scissors. They should be sharp enough, and they are. And then I'm going to put that on the card base. Like this. And then I made one of those flowers where you take a 5-hole punch or a 5-petal punch. No, actually it wasn't a punch. It was a cricket flower, and it had 5 petals. And then, you know, it's flat, and you spray it and get it wet, and then you scrunch them up. And I love this flower. It turned out so good. And then I put a brad in it. I can't tell you who the brad is from because I dump all my brads in spice jars like this, and I have them in a spice rack, so I can't tell you where I got it from. So that's going to go on here like this, and then somewhere under here I made a tag. Okay, here's the tag. I had this big bright light here, so maybe if I do that, oh, I don't know if you can tell. Oh, there we go. I Versamark inked it, and I use some Lindy's Stamp Gang embossing powder called Angel Wings Peacock, and it popped up real nice. And it looks to me like she's got one of those bread tags on there, and hers says Love Always, and it has silver embossing powder, but you know, you have to make it your own. So I just put high there to make it more of a general card, and then I'm just going to stick this on here like this and stick this in here like that. And it, besides figuring out what I wanted to do for the background, really was an easy card once you figure out the background. And I'm glad I got to use that stamp. I'm going to try to use it more, and that's what I really appreciate about this challenge, Roxy, is that it really encourages me to use what I have, because goodness knows I have enough. But we never have enough, do we? And I keep watching people's hauls videos, and if I don't comment on your haul video, it's because I'm trying hard not to watch too many of those, because then I run out and think I need everything. Alright, so then I'm going to stick this in here like this so it hangs out, just so you can see. Hi there. And I didn't put any green in mine. She has, well, I think her green might be from the flower itself, but her flower is really, really pretty. In fact, it's like printed, so I'm not sure. She may have made her flower. Oh, hers says that she has pink metallic paper. I don't see where it says what the flower is, but anyway, there's my card, and there is the original. So I hope you like it, and thanks for watching. And Roxy, again, thank you for this challenge. Bye bye.